This is Oxnard, California, a coastal city where working-class neighborhoods meet rising crime rates and where gang tensions brew quietly until they explode into violence. On August 16, 2008, a beloved local businessman was ambushed and gunned down in broad daylight outside a bank. The mastermind? Jeffrey Aguilar, a 27-year-old who orchestrated a deadly heist that left a trail of broken lives in its wake. Jeffrey Aguilar was no stranger to street life. Raised in Oxnard's infamous La Colonia neighborhood, he grew up surrounded by gang activity, poverty, and a culture that glorified toughness and loyalty to the set. By his early 20s, Aguilar was deeply entrenched in the gang world. But he wasn't just another soldier. He fancied himself a strategist, a planner, a leader. The crime that sealed his fate was as ruthless as it was calculated. On the morning of August 16, 2008, 55-year-old Gurmohinder Singh, a family man and owner of a small check cashing and convenience business, walked out of a US bank branch in Oxnard carrying $100,000 in cash. The money was meant to fund his business operations. Singh had done this routine many times before. But this time someone was watching and waiting. According to trial testimony, Aguilar had scouted the area around the bank the night before. He recruited accomplices, picked up a gun and set the plan in motion. Witnesses say Singh had just stepped out of the bank when he was approached and shot, point blank. The money was taken. The shooter fled. Singh died on the sidewalk, feet from the bank entrance. His death stunned the community. A man known for his generosity, work ethic and family devotion gone in seconds. Shock soon turned to fear. Residents, especially local business owners, became wary of routine tasks like bank deposits. The brazenness of the act made it clear this wasn't just a robbery, it was an execution. But Aguilar's brazenness didn't stop there. Just 7 days after the murder, he was involved in a shootout with Oxnard police. Officers responding to suspicious activity exchanged gunfire with Aguilar. It was a miracle no one else died. Ballistics from that shootout would later match the weapon used in Singh's murder. At trial, prosecutors laid out a damning case. Aguilar wasn't just a participant, he was the ringleader. He had recruited multiple people to help execute the robbery, including family members. His aunt, Maria Lisette Bucio, was convicted of first-degree murder and robbery in 2011. Another co-defendant, Mario Cervantes, testified that he and Aguilar inspected the area and planned the attack together. Cervantes turned state's witness in hopes of a lighter sentence and faced up to 22 years in prison. Cristina De Leon, Aguilar's girlfriend at the time, was also charged. She admitted on the stand she couldn't remember if she was with Aguilar the night before the murder. Her case is still pending. Lance Brown, another accomplice, served time for being an accessory to murder and was released after serving less than 4 years. Judge Vincent O'Neill, who presided over the trial, didn't mince words during sentencing. He described Aguilar as someone who targeted an innocent, vulnerable, and unsuspecting victim, and shocked the community with a senseless act of violence. He added that Aguilar celebrated the crime by spending the stolen money on luxuries, including a new car, clothes and hosting parties. And it wasn't just the crime that shocked the public, it was Aguilar's attitude. During the sentencing hearing, Aguilar entered the courtroom smiling, flipping through paperwork as though he were attending a routine meeting. When prosecutor Andrea Tischler referred to him as a coward, Aguilar demanded to address the court. Against the advice of his defense attorney, he stood up and said defiantly, "There's no cowards here." But the evidence said otherwise. The case against Aguilar was airtight. Witnesses, co-defendants, forensic evidence, surveillance, a clear motive, money, and a clear trail of leadership and coordination. The jury didn't hesitate. On September 25, 2013, they recommended the death penalty. On October 24, 2013, Judge O'Neill made it official. Family members of Gurmohinder Singh spoke tearfully at sentencing. His daughter said, "He came to this country to give us a better life. He worked 7 days a week and now he's gone for nothing." His widow, too grief-stricken to speak, held a framed photo of Singh throughout the proceedings. Today, Jeffrey Aguilar sits on California's death row, inmate #K99935. He resides in San Quentin State Prison, spending 23 hours a day in solitary confinement. Legal visits are rare. Appeals are pending. His conviction added him to a grim list, one of only a handful of Ventura County cases to result in a death sentence in recent years. This is the story of Jeffrey Aguilar, a self-proclaimed mastermind whose greed and cold-blooded planning ended one man's life and destroyed many others. If this episode struck a nerve, hit like, subscribe for more true crime breakdowns, and share it with someone who believes justice still matters.